Sego Ani, welcome to part 4. What is my plan for achieving my goals? So great, you've decided on a career goal. You know what you need to do, how to get there, but what steps do I need to take to make it happen? So to actually benefit from all the work that you've put in at this point, now you need to start to take some action. Action that will lead you towards your career goal. Start by thinking about goals or accomplishments that you've reached in the past. How did you do this? When do you have experience starting a new job? Or maybe you've already completed a degree, program, or diploma. Maybe think about when you've joined a new team or started something new in the past. What did you do to make this happen? How did you stay motivated? What steps did you take to ensure that you would be successful, and what supports did you have in place? So one of the best ways to make sure something happens is to write it down. It's like having a contract with yourself. Putting it down makes it very real. It also allows you to refer back to your written plan. That allows you to set priorities and record your progress as you make it happen. So whether your plan is to go to school or to find work right away, that could be at a college or university or an apprenticeship, writing it down and keeping track of your progression on these goals will help you stay on track. So let's look at funding for school. If your goal is to find funding for the program that you're thinking about taking, you'll start by wanting to know how much tuition is, books, and fees associated with that program. Then, you can look at scholarships and bursaries that are available to you at that school, or external scholarships and bursaries that are available for Indigenous students from external organizations. Another step will be connecting with your band office or with the Aboriginal Student Centre at the school that you're going to. They'll be able to help point you in the right directions, and then you can fill out the application forms. We rely on each other. So, you might have a goal of developing a support team. That could include your family, friends, community members, people that will be around you to support you through the tough times and ensure that you're successful and stay on track of achieving your career goal. Maybe you're traveling far away from your community and family and friends to attend school. So, it's important to make sure that you know how you're going to stay in touch. And it's also important to develop new friends and new relationships in your new community. That could be through your Aboriginal Student Centre or any extracurricular activities that you're getting involved in, or by meeting people in class. In the What's Next guide, you will find tips and resources on SMART goal setting. This system recommends that you set goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. For example, during your gap year, a SMART goal might sound something like this. I'm going to take a year off, I'm going to save $10,000 by working at the local Friendship Center, and I'm going to research options that are available to me at a local college or university to make sure that I get to my career goal. But if it doesn't happen that way, that's okay. You can always adjust your plan. Nothing is set in stone. Some people like when things change, but for most of us, including myself, transitions and change are hard. Maybe you're going back to school after being out for a while, starting a new job, or going from high school into college or university. Some of these transitions may even include going to a new community. In your life, you've already had lots of change. Think about it. You've probably changed teachers, gone to a new class, maybe you've moved, something in your life has changed. And what did you do to manage these transitions at the time? So to paint a clear picture of how all this planning and career decision-making process can come together, I thought I would tell you the story of Nate. The first time Nate went away to school, he wasn't too sure what he was wanting to do, but a friend of his was enrolling, so he did too. And his father once said you can never go wrong with a business degree, so Nate picked business, but Nate didn't really like business and he was home by November. So, since coming home and leaving university, Nate has been really lucky. He found himself a job on a geological team. He's been able to travel and see lots of Canada, but he knows that he doesn't want to do that forever. He hates traveling all the time and being away from home. During this work, Nate has found that he can easily manage crisis. In 2 situations, he's had to deal with medical emergencies until the paramedics get there, providing first aid and care to those that are needed. So these experiences helped Nate make the decision to return to school for paramedic training. He feels that his experience working in it and also his personality traits make him a great fit for the job. Before deciding on a paramedic program, Nate researched several options, talked to another paramedic that he knew, and he also found out that job prospects in this area are growing in rural communities and communities like his. So Nate put this all together and selected 2 colleges nearby that he would visit before he made his final decision. So Nate knows all the obstacles and challenges that's facing ahead of him. He's done this before. But he knows that being connected with the Aboriginal Student Centre will be most important to his success. So he knows that he can access all the supports and services are available to him, and he's already thinking about ways in which he can get involved at the center, whether that be through a part-time job or through volunteering. Nate has a very clear goal posted on his fridge: move to Southern Ontario, attend the paramedic program, graduate, and maintain an 80% average. Nate knows that it will be very important for him to focus on his studies this time, but he's also thinking about staying engaged outside of the classroom by maybe participating in a sport team or finding part-time work. It's also really important to Nate that he head home once every couple months to kind of reconnect and re-energize. Nate's aware that most careers offer many twists and turns, but he is glad that he has taken the time to focus on his career goal and his first step in his life. Taking the time to develop a plan for your career is important and can lead to a long and enjoyable career. But don't feel stuck in this plan. It can change at any time, and that's the best part about careers. It will take you down different paths and towards different opportunities in your life. For resources and information that are available to you in planning your new career, check out the What's Next Guide at www.whatsnextguide.ca. Best of luck in your career planning.